Welcome back to another episode of Farming Legend Console PS4. Uh, so, I've decided that the only way we're actually going to, not really, no, okay. I decided the easier way, otherwise it's going to be a super hard struggle, and I don't know if we're going to get there, like profit-wise, is we need to do some missions because of some contracts. We're going to try only do like harvest contracts. Contracts we don't really need to spend any money to make any money. Other than, of course, leasing the equipment. And we might actually end up getting a larger harvester later on and using that. So we might get some harvesting equipment to do some contracts with later on. So we might take a loan out for that later on. Hopefully not. But yeah, so as you can see, the total mix of rations have run out, and we're at 89%. We're using the grass now, so now it's down to 30%. So it went from every animal in every 60 some hours, I think it was, and now it's every 200 hours. So we were almost there. We were about halfway there, and then yeah. So yeah, I do want to get more cattle as well. So right now we're just going to go ahead and do some contracts. We're going to start with this field 9. And yeah, so we're going to do field 9. We're going to use all the stuff that they have. Well, no, we might use our truck. I don't know, I'll have to look and see how much that truck is going to be able to, I don't know how much. I know how much it'll hold. I'll have to look and see if it'll in fact go under this. If not, no big deal. We will be taking it at quite a distance, so I'm going to just leave that out. And we don't really need that to be doing that right there. So I just harvested this field to our right. I didn't bother with this field yet, but yeah, one day we will. But for now, I'm just gonna leave that. Okay, so it looks like this might actually fit. Oh yeah, it looks like this will fit perfectly. So we'll use this to empty into. So for now, let's go ahead and just begin the contract, and then I think we have one. I think that's the only harvesting contract we have. Fertilizing. I don't want to do fertilizing. I don't want to do sowing because, well, that's just going to require us to buy seeds, and that's going to, seeds or fertilizer or whatever it is that they're going to want us to do. Whereas harvesting, and even with cultivate, I don't want to do cultivate either because I want to be able to use our own, big cultivator if we ever get one. But yeah, so we're just trying to do harvesting. We would do transporting, but we're going to need specific stuff to do that. I know I want more cattle, so I might just buy a little bit of premium cow food. Just so we can get it back up to the 89%. So but again, I don't want to spend too much money on that though. But at the same time, we do need a lot of cattle. And of course, once we have the sugarcane planted and we're doing that, and we're doing cotton as well, then of course we will then have, a better income. So there's, yeah. And at some point we will be doing bales. So, just for, because, well, yeah, there's a truck that I downloaded that looks really cool, and I really like it, and that's flatbed. It's something I've kind of like, I look for the design of. It's this right here, so we can make it a little longer here. So we'll do some bales, and we'll use that, of course, with that type bumper. And yeah, so it's $45,100. So obviously we'll need to get other stuff first. We need to get a priority straight, of course. But I think we'll do bales once we can get this big mower right here. We'll show you cane technology. We're not going to use a small one. We're going to go and use this one just to get into it. So, well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We might. I don't know. The nice thing is that sugarcane will grow back. It just takes a little longer to harvest. It's a little more complicated to harvest. So hopefully, because you gotta have a trailer behind it, because it's really hard to hire a worker than have it go next to it, because it will go. It will harvest, just, it won't save it in the harvester, it will just put it on the ground. I don't know if you can pick it up from the ground. Last I checked, you can't. So when it's on the ground, it's just wasted crap. Which I don't think actually puts the ground and just disappears, unfortunately. But yeah, so and there is a silo that I do want to eventually use. I'll actually use these for, I don't know. Actually, let me actually just, it's not gonna wither or anything, so we'll be getting around $1,000 in total, because, well, we had to lease the equipment, so. That's still doing that. I'm tempted to try to sell the slurry. But, nah. Let's see. Yeah, so that's ammo in 67 hours. So every 200 hours, if you see how long that is, that's like weeks. That's over a weekend game. So I mean, right in there. So definitely not a week in real life. And apparently on computer, the last FS game without mods, it was on real time. So like there was no skipping the night. There was, like if you standard game, there wasn't skipping the night. There was no time advancement. It was only on PS4, which is kind of odd because normally they have that stuff on, on PC before PS4. But of course, PC they had a mod where you could advance the time and then you could skip the night. I mean, so. Actually, you know what? I think what I'll do. So these fertilizing contracts, like fertilizing $1,000. These fertilizing contracts seem to pay out pretty well. Field 2. Where's field? That's not bad. So I think what I'll do is we'll save up, and I think every 100,000 liters we'll go ahead and we'll do some fertilizing contracts. Or not, we'll do fertilizing contracts. Of course, we have to get our own, slurry spreader. And then we'll use the slurry to do fertilizing contracts. Again, once we have slurry spreader, and yeah. But we'll wait till we have at least 100,000 liters, because it's going to take a lot of slurry. But it'll be profit. Well, right here, Alright, let me see here. Oh, nice truck. I do want to test this truck out though. But we don't really have a reason to test it out at this moment. That's what we're looking at. Oh, here we go. Fertilizing, transporting, fertilizing, fertilizing, transporting. Fertilizing, all these fertilizing contracts. Not down because of cleanliness. 10,000 liters. 5,000 liters of milk, 10,000 of slurry. For how much more water is it should be down like 2,000 or 3,000 liters by now. I mean, last I checked, it was like about 7,000 or 8,000 liters of water left in the tank. Which reminds me, there's a mod that I really want to try, like the liquid storage mod. Let me see here. Where is it? Yeah, 5,000 liters. Okay, so that's not bad. So that'll take a while. Should be here somewhere, I would think. Liquid silo. Right there. I want to try that. $50,000. That's not bad. $1,000,000 or 1,000,000 liters of each. That'll hold 1,000,000 liters of milk. Slurry, gas, and fertilizer, and liquid fertilizer, and all that. So that'll definitely be helpful. You know, especially if you're only gas. So I mean, because that'll definitely it won't really save you money in the long run, but you kind of like save up. So then, if you know, just in case you go, really like you could put some milk in there, you know, just in case you know start to get low on money. You can put however much milk you want to save up in there, and then and the same thing with slurry. You want to save some slurry for whatever, then you can do that as well. But like if you get low on money, you can sell the milk, or you sell the slurry, or just whatever. So, oh yeah. Plus, in that, plus that would also enable me to if I bought that now, even though I can't afford it and I don't have a place to put it. Now what I could do is I could put some milk in there. I could fill a tanker up, and then if I want to go sell the milk, I can. Or I put the water in there, and then if I want to sell the milk, I put the water in there, and then just fill the tanker up with the milk. I'll sell the milk, just stuff like that. So well, why don't you get one of those? It's not too bad. I thought it was gonna be like 500,000 or something like that. It's not too bad. Yes, this is just one. Oh, no, let's do real time. As it's about to start raining, and I want to get this contract done and make just a little bit of money. That little bit of money. So far, we are almost done. So yeah, I think what we definitely need to do is we definitely do need to get a decent sized harvester, and then obviously a large header. I think one of these should do 87,000. That's not bad. 87,000. It's not a big one, but it is pretty cheap. You have 84,100. Yeah, so that's. I don't see that in the store. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, 87,000, and then if you want to go for the full capacity, so that's 8,000. That's not bad. Alright, that's not bad, so we might actually go and get that. How much this is. Okay. Alright, so we're almost done. I think that's what save up for. Save up that little harvester. And then, like, that way we can then lease this. So we can still lease the equipment to get another harvester, and then we can, you know, get it done a little faster. Just make sure I don't accidentally skip over something. Yeah, I like doing this because I like doing, like, you probably wondering why don't I just go, you know, start up the sides. Well, I like to do it this way because then the pipe is always on the outside. Then if I fill up or whenever it gets full, then I just dig out the pipe. I don't have to do any extra finagling. I just fill up the pipe, or put the pipe out, pull up, you know, the trailer underneath it, the tipper underneath it, and, you know, bada boom, bada bang, it's there, it's emptied. Versus me trying to, you know, well now let's see, now I have the pipe facing the grain, so now I gotta, you know, back up and readjust, and then, you know, readjust to empty it, and then I gotta adjust it just to, you know, just to start harvesting again. So it's just easier. Plus, I feel like I get more done. Plus, if I don't want to hire a worker, I can hire a worker on the longer side, and it won't cost as much because he won't be going so far down. Which I would hire a worker for part of it, because I will make that money back when I sell it. Because, you know, one thing that I really like about this is, you know, there's always enough crop that even before you know, finish the contract, like it says, you know, contract completed, and you press accept contract or accept completion, whatever. Even before that, you know, it'll get to a point where, okay, well, you've sold enough on the field, and then the rest is yours to either put away, you know, for to sell another day, or sell straight up then and there. So that's what's really nice about this, about these contracts. Actually, we can just pull this right over here. And just boom. Alrighty, so where are we at with the cattle? Do we need to get more grass? Oh, plenty of grass. 5,000 liters of milk, 11,000 of soy. Yeah. Wow, this one contract right here is taking us so long. So this is pretty much this entire episode right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do more contracts, and when we're ready to sell the milk, more harvesting contracts rather. When we're ready to sell the milk, I'll go ahead and do that. We'll see how much we get for our first batch of milk. Now I might take out a loan and just buy a harvester and the header, and just get some equipment ready to do some contracts and make the way back to contracts. And I might do the same thing because you can take out a massive loan on this map. So I might take out a loan to buy, a decent-sized harvester, header to go with it, of course, and then possibly, I don't know, maybe a tractor and a cultivator as well to do the cultivating of a field. So now that'll be done off stream, or not off stream, off video. Wow, it's almost done. One little stretch, and this harvesting has definitely been finished on this. Yeah, so harvesting. Yeah, harvesting. So probably get a header of each kind, just to deal with that, and then. If we do take out a loan, that is. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much we make off this right here. So because it'll get automatically, once we finish this contract, this harvester will automatically get taken back. So. Where are we heading? All the way to the right there, so. So 7,000 liters. I know, obviously, at some point we will definitely get, like I said, we'll definitely get a harvester and, a header. We're gonna want to get one that the pipe will go over this truck. I mean, if we have to get like another little trailer, okay, fine, whatever, not a big deal. Or even an auger wagon, okay, fine, not a big deal. But I'd like to not have to. I don't want to get like a super expensive one, at least not yet. But at the same time, I do want to get like a really big one. Just so these smaller fields can get done super quick, and then the bigger fields can get done a lot quicker. Otherwise, it is going to take a super long time. Like $1,000, that's not bad. That's enough for another cow. So that's alright. We might 7,000. Yes, I mean, right there. If I take out a loan, even enough to get a really big harvester, the biggest harvester and the bigger header, which I might actually do with the biggest of each. This right there, these alone are enough to get to pay off not to pay off the loan, but to to get the loan interest, and then have to pay off a little bit of loan, because we're not going to focus on paying off the loan up front immediately. Which honestly, if I take out a loan on my house, I might take out a loan, buy some more cattle. If I'm being honest here. So yeah, but there's that video. Let's go to save that. So I'll think about it. And I'll let you know in the next episode. So there you have it. Stay tuned. Stay awesome. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at ZachRider747. And also check my podcast, On Tail Podcast. We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can follow us on Twitter at On Tail Pod. So there you have it. Stay tuned. Stay awesome. Thank you all so much for watching.